Okay, good afternoon, backyard beekeepers. Father Bill here with an introduction to a great video presentation that we recorded Saturday afternoon. My son and I, after going turkey hunting Saturday morning, my oldest son and I went by the bee store to pick up some supplies. And when you know it, I get a telephone call from a local person here in Jacksonville, and they've got a swarm of bees. So he gave me his address, and we drove out there and checked it out. And yeah, it was going to be worth the trouble to get them, and they weren't very high up. So we came home and got our equipment and went out and we recovered a terrific, just a terrific swarm of bees. They covered maybe four, almost five frames in the hive butler. So anyway, we got them back home and got them in a hive, and they seem to be doing just fine. So without any further ado, I'm going to let you all watch what we call a swarm recovery. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, nice up. Oh, we're in real good shape. All right. You can record me. Okay, we are at, what's this, 547? 547 K Street in Jacksonville, and we're going to retrieve a swarm over here in a minute as soon as I get my act together. What we're using, get a close up, we're using the Queen's Throne, is what that's called, from a very good beekeeper out in Sacramento, California, Dan Schoenthal at Blue Green Horizons. And Dan has invented this system. Hopefully we're going to take it up, put it up, and get the bees to march in. So we're going to find out in a minute whether that's going to work or not. Okay. It is a Saturday afternoon. What, May the 3rd? Yep. And we've already been up since 4 a.m. turkey hunting. And here we go. Let's see what happens. It's a very good looking swarm. How are we doing? High enough?
Yeah, that's probably good.
It's good? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Slide that right there. And then we're going to lift it up into the swarm. We're going to sit right like that. Alright. Then we're going to copy it. Is it going to stay there? Yep, it'll stay right there. And you're going to film it. This is the Queen's Throne bucket that I have changed a little bit. Very good. Hope they all go in. Let me go back here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get you cereal water.
What do you think?
I can't see.
Okay. All right. I think we keep. Come in closer, get close up. Get right under it. Get a pretty good close up. Should see the bees moving in to the bucket slowly, surely.
Okay. Hopefully we're. I said it looks like we're recording. If we're not, this is. I can't see through the.
Yeah. If you tap it, sometimes.
It's okay.
All right, bees, get in the bucket. Let's do it. There we go.
You want me to go get the sugar water?
Nope. Okay. Yep.
There's a group on this backside over here.
Yeah, okay, you could turn that off. Okay, we're trying to get the remainder of the bees off of that branch in the wind, but they're coming into the bucket with the comb. And then down below, if you watch carefully, you're going to see bees coming into the hive butler, which is what we want too. This turned out to be a respectable swarm, and we haven't found the queen yet. We think she's in that middle frame right there. Yep, there you go. I need to keep the camera still. But they're making a lovely noise, very positive sound. Got a lot of nasal moth going on.
I see her. Right there on the top. Middle of the frame.
Sure.
Middle of the frame.
That's a drone right there. So what's the point?
Yeah, there was two of them together in a couple.
Yep. Oh well. He's in there. As they're going in slowly. They're definitely going in. We're going to do one more dump. One more dump. Okay. That's where, yeah, look up there.
Is there hardly anything left?
We're hardly, yeah. We're almost down to nothing. Which is good. Very good, yeah. We'll give them a few more minutes. Yeah, we'll give them, we've been running 2.5 minutes. Now this is working out. We got more bees here than up there, and that's what counts.
I understand.
Yeah. Here's a brand new bee. That surprises me because these new bees have not learned to fly very well. Nurse bee right there. Oop. Now she's over here. She obviously knew how to fly here. But yep. Wow. It's really dwindling down, isn't it? Yeah, let me put the camera up. Okay. That was a neat Saturday afternoon recovery. It took probably altogether 30 minutes. We had to make 3 trips with that bucket, Queen's Throne, up to the limb and then back down. If the limb had been smaller, we could have gone up that ladder, and with the hive butler, and what you do is you grab the limb and shake the bees into the hive bucket. But that was a solid limb, and so basically we would take the bucket up, and once the frame was filled up with bees, we'd bring it down. If we weren't in a hurry, uh, we could have just left the bucket up there, and eventually, once the queen goes in, most of the time she gets down in there, particularly on that comb, and it's old comb, the darker the better. She'll go down in there and stay, and the rest of the bees, of course, will eventually all get in the bucket. But we were in a hurry. We'd had a busy day, and we needed to get back home. So I sort of sped things up by bringing that bucket down once the frame and the bucket had enough bees. So we did 2 trips. Each trip we had fewer and fewer bees. The last bucket trip up, there were very few bees left. So yeah, and we definitely had the queen. We could tell right away. I always look for the queen, and sometimes I see her. But when you're looking at 15, 20,000 bees in a swarm, it's pretty tricky to find the queen. So, but we watched the bees. If you were watching the bees in that presentation, you'll notice that quite a few of them had their abdomens raised up, and they were fanning. And what they're doing is they're fanning what's called a Nasonoff pheromone into the air, directing all their fellow sister bees to come to this particular spot, and that this is where the queen is. And in most cases, that's what they're saying. Come on, this is our new home. Come on down. So that's what was going on. And once we got finished, we put our equipment in the truck, and when we came back home, uh, we live about 15, 20, 30 minutes from that location. So it wasn't too long for the bees to stay in that big container is called a hive butler, and a shout out to that company. There's plenty of room in there, plenty of air, ventilation for those bees. So that way, when we bring them back, they're in good shape. And especially if on a hot day, and that particular container is in the back of a pickup truck, even with the airflow going, that sun can get really hot on them. So anyway, yeah, we were very pleased with the outcome on that recovery, and we will, as whenever we get a phone call, what we call a call out to recover bees, we'll try to record it and share it on the camera. In the meantime, it looks like our swarm season was behind schedule between 4 and 6 weeks. My friend Mike Thornton on Pop Pop Bees and Funny Bug, Pop Pop and Funny Bug Bee channel. Mike's a good friend, and uh, he is saying, and I tend to agree with him, that our bee swarm schedule, because of the winter we had, is it seems to be uh, 4 to 6 weeks behind schedule, which means that in the coming few weeks, hopefully we'll start to see more and more swarms in our swarm boxes, our bait hives, as well as on limbs and in bushes and so forth and so on. So anyway, that's where we are right now, and we'll try to keep you abreast of all the activities that are going on in the backyard bee yard. And for now, this is Father Bill saying, have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next go round. Take care.